So after 4 days of me not taking a shower, I was stuck somewhere, broke down and all that stuff. And it was all the way somewhere where I didn't want to leave my truck. I was trying to mess with it. But not to explain too much, I'm taking a shower. I feel like it's paradise at the Flying J gas station. I got it for free. It's $17. You get your number. You go to the bathroom that's reserved for you. It's clean, it dried, everything in there that you need, towels, soap, whatever. But carry your own if you can. And so let me tell you about the box truck on the road, the bad of the box truck. What's up, man, ladies and gentlemen? I'm waiting on my load right now, so I wanted to share some little experience. And I want to share making money in a box truck. You know, there's a lot of people out here that don't know how hard it is. It's hard. It's not easy. Don't let nobody fool you. Or easy money, quick money, da da da. You know, you can do local, yeah, it's cool. But I go on the road, OTR. Um, I go on the road. It's cool. Get a good truck. Get it fixed. Don't let the dealers lie to you and tell, oh, yeah, it's good to go. You will break down sometimes and all that. You got to take that into consideration. You got to have some money before you go on the road. Don't just go on the road with a gas card and, don't just go on faith. Have some money, $5,000 to $10,000 in your pocket before you go on the road. I'm not saying it's a must that you have that or you have some credit cards and stuff. That's good. So number one, I'm not gonna get into how you do everything to get the box truck business going and all that stuff. No, there's a whole lot of videos on YouTube about getting the box truck business started. But I'm going on just what you need when you're on the road, with the bad things and and there's nothing good about it but the money. That's all. You can make money. That's the only good thing I see. But everything on the road is bad. That's how I see it. You staying away from your family if you got a family. You staying away from what you like to do. If you don't like driving, that's something you stay in. If you like driving, that's good. Then you're in the best business. But you making more money than the average guy that working a 9 to 5. Because for example, some day you make 1,500, some day you make 3,000, some day you make 600, some day you make 500. It just depends the low you picking. And for me, I got dispatch. I got like 5, 6, 7 dispatches. How do you do that? I thought you could only get one dispatch. No, you can get a lot of dispatches. It depends. Um, More like a corporate kind of thing. They get on your insurance. You put them on your insurance and stuff like that, and they just give you load and pay you the end of the week, and you ain't got to go through factor and all that stuff. And they got other loads, other dispatch that give you loads, but they factor. To me, this the best thing to me for me. The dispatches I use is minimum I do is $2 per mile, and I think some semi do that too, $2 per mile. I think it's good money. It's not bad. So, but most of the time I get some load for $3 a mile, sometimes $4 a mile. It just depends. So people are like, wow, box truck make that kind of money? Not every day. It fluctuates. It's up and down. And when you're on the road, this is something you gotta take into consideration. You gotta have some money. You gotta have some cushion money. You gotta have some really good cushion money. You got to stay focused. That's another thing. If you want to make money, you gotta stay focused. You gotta forget home, and wherever the load take you, that's wherever the load take you. And I will tell you, Let me tell you where I stay away from. I stay away from New York. I stay away from the East Coast. Actually, if you're from the East Coast, it's cool, but it will beat your truck up, and that truck not gonna last with you. I stay in the Midwest, mainly. Ohio should be the farthest out east I will go. Ohio, um, Indiana. I love Indiana. Staying in Indiana with a box truck. Chicago, Michigan, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Nebraska, um, all these different places. I try to stay away from hills, a lot of hills, especially if you pull in heavy load. Virginia, I don't like it. Um, West Virginia, Alabama is a dead end. Florida is a dead end, but you give me some good money, I'll go. Georgia is almost a dead end too. So I try to stay within the Midwest, which is Indiana, sometimes Ohio, Kentucky, And all these places is a lot of low around here, especially Michigan. Michigan have loads upon loads. Um, Chicago always got load. People, Minnesota, it's cold over there, so be careful. I don't think the box truck really do great in the snow, and sometimes your air thing will freeze. So always empty your air tank. Always drain it. Always drain your air tank. That's something you need to do. Always check everything before you go check your oil. Check everything on it. So, I'm just saying, like, some of the hard things, and study your box truck. Study it, learn it, know everything about it. Don't just be like, oh, I'm gonna just drive. Mechanics gonna take care of that. You're not gonna really make money. You're gonna be working for mechanics and for repairs and all these things. So you gotta check it. You gotta focus on it. You gotta listen to it. Stop playing too much loud music. Pay attention to the truck when you drive. They talk to you. Get a scanner, get something like that, a scanner that you're gonna scan for codes. If you can invest into it, get maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 scanner that can regen and all these things. If you got depth system, oh man, whew. When your depth go out, good God, you're looking at anywhere from, maybe, if you got a good mechanic, maybe 5,000 minimum you pay, but it's 8,000 up there. And when you take it to the dealer, ain't no joke, man. The dealership gonna kill you. You looking at anywhere 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 up, depending on the truck. So a lot of people talking about deleting the DF. That's the DPF or what, DEF or whatever. Delete, 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 delete. It's gonna save you thousands of dollars, but it's illegal to do that too. So you could get fined $10,000. It all depends. You the master, you the one in the chair, you the king. So you decide what you want to do with your box truck. You want to have, some box trucks don't have DEF or DPF on it. Great, go with that if you can. If you don't have it, I love to own one of those. The one I got, it got a DPF on it. Man, that thing almost killed me one time on the road. Was not too long ago, and I thank God I kind of fix it. Maybe it's quick fix, but when I get home, I'm gonna check it. So it's not easy. The box truck game is not easy. Don't let nobody fool you, but it's money in the box truck game, because you're making anywhere. This says semi make anywhere from 5 to 8 a week. I know a lot of my semi buddies that tell me, man, I'm looking for 5,000 a week. If I get 5,000, I'm happy. I can make that easy with a box truck. All right, Friday I took a load 1,500. Monday, so I slept over there 3 days. So it's food, gas, all these different things. Monday I took a load for eight um eight $850. That sucks because it was through the mountains. And then my death went out. So I had a load to pick up. As soon as I was gonna drop that $800 load, I was gonna pick up another load for $2,000. But since I broke down, whew, the sky is the limit to what happened. Anyway, I drove back empty, so I pretty much lost the $800, but thank God I got it because of the gas, the diesel I wasted, and all the money repairing and all that stuff. I didn't really pay because I'm a mechanic. I repaired it, but just the time. You don't want to break down when you have a box truck business, because when you take it to the dealer, it's gonna last forever. They're gonna keep it. They're gonna mess with it. So always have a mechanic that you trust, that you know can steal from you. You need a good mechanic to go to. You got to have your own personal mechanic. Stay away from the dealers if you can. I'm saying this, I'm not joking. They take your money, man. I even got people at a dealer that tell me go buy your parts from somewhere else and put it on it. So the more I make, as I make more money, I will buy more parts and stuff and put it on it. So I'm fixing it as I'm going. I need to, because I can just put all the money into it. And now you got your insurance and all that stuff. So this is what I would tell you. Before you register the business, before you buy the box, before you put insurance on it and all that stuff, get your box truck straight. Get it good. Get it running a perfect condition. Hit the highway. Try it out. Test it out. Go 70 miles per hour and see what happens. Check the engine light. Take it to a certified mechanic that not the dealer. Take it to a good mechanic that can check it, can run it, can check everything. If you take it to a dealer for inspection, that's great. You need to do that. um Change your oil when you need to and all that stuff. It'll save you the headache from breakdowns. You don't want to break down in this business. You don't want to break down. You don't want to break down. You don't want to break down. I know people not telling you that, but you don't ever want to break down. It's sad, it's evil, it's bad, it will hurt you. It will kill you. It will stress you out. It will break you down. It will frustrate you because all your money you just made the whole last week or maybe the whole month, the last month, you're going to put it into repairs. It's not an easy business to do. You have some cushion money. If you need some advice, I mean, like another thing I hate is taking a shower, man. I love taking my showers. So I hate being on the road because you can barely take a shower because you trying to run and make money. So when it gets to where you gotta, when I finally pull up to Flying J or whatever, man, I stop in there and take a shower and feel good. Oh, you just sitting sweaty and all that. Some of man, men sweat a lot, and especially for us, excuse me, that got balls and stuff. You sweat, and it's gonna be sticky. You're gonna be it's gonna be rubbing against you. It's gonna be all sticky, like you got some water, wet, all that stuff. Man, look, you don't wanna go through what sometimes we go through as men. It's another level. So and mentally it's just stinking to me. It's nasty. So especially when I'm home, I want to take showers 2-3 times a day, but I can't do that on the road. I don't have that luxury on the road. So hey, and I use my Flying J um rewards card. I always got a shower on it. So hey, shout out to Flying J for that. I love it. I'm not gonna say I hate a love or whatever, but love is good too. I go to love and get some fruit sometimes. People are like, ew, that's gross. But anyway, it's a good thing to be on the road. It's a blessing. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie. I love making the money from it. You make a lot of money on the road. Another thing is you got to look at DOT. Keep your truck clean. Keep it in check. Always get out. Check your lights. Check everything. Check everything around the truck. Your signs. Make sure it's sticking on there. Your stickers. Your company name and all that stuff. Make sure everything good. Make sure it's clean. Make sure your tires straight. Make sure you got your fire extinguisher right there. Make sure you got that. Make sure you got tools with you just in case you break down. You know how to go about doing some things. Always have some extra DEF fluid in your truck. Have some coolant. Have some oil. Have some transmission fluid. Have some hydraulic fluid if you got a lift gate on it. So you need all these things. You need to keep all that. Have a pen. Have paper. Keep track of everything you do. Your spendings and all that. You gotta budget all that. You your own boss now. Nobody giving you a paycheck. You giving yourself your paycheck. So you got to take all that into consideration. So another thing is weight station. That's something I forgot to talk about. Weight station. You want to pay attention to the weight station. When you miss that, that's 6 points on your license. It happened to me before, I know. So if you miss that weight station and you get caught by the police, it's 6 points. So I try to go through every weight station. Even if they tell me don't go through, I go through it. If I see XX and the weight station is close, that's the only time I don't go through it. But if it's open, I run through it. I'd rather go through it than missing the weight station. Take that into consideration. Weight station, weight station, weight station, weight station. Wisconsin, they're big on that. You got to look out into Wisconsin. I stay in the Midwest. I don't go too much. I don't go too much in the East Coast. I stay away from New York. It's traffic. It's a lot of crazy stuff. DOT always on you, and it's a waste of time. When they do a DOT inspection on you, you're going to be losing an hour, maybe 2 on them, or maybe 45 minutes. You never know. And they're going to write you this long ticket just in case. Then you're going to have to go to that state to court, or you got to send an agent to represent you, which is a lawyer. You're going to pay some money. Lawyer never go out for free. Then they're probably going to dismiss the case, but that lawyer still took your money. So you got to look into all that. Try to keep your truck clean. Try to keep everything in check. And another thing is safety. You always want to be, check your environment. You always want to look around you. You driving a truck that worth $1 million just in case you get into accident. You're going to pay somebody up to $1 million. Think about it. So people trying to get some money off of you. You commercial now. So you got to be watching out everything. You're backing up. If you can put some backup camera on your truck, do that. That'll help you. If you can put some camera inside, they're talking about keep trucking and all that stuff. It's cool. I don't have keep trucking. I got Truck X just for my ELD to track my driving, like for example my hours I'm driving and all that stuff. You're gonna need that. So you need your ELD and all that stuff. If you need anything else, holler at me. The video about to go off, because the 15 minutes I don't want to go over on the YouTube thing. Anyway, I could go over there, but I don't want to keep talking a long time. I get good dispatches, and they'll hook me up with good loads. Sometimes it's but like I said, try to stay away from the East Coast. California, I don't play there because of one hill. West Virginia, Pennsylvania is too much of hills. So I try to stay away from there. It'll beat up your truck. If the truck is yours, don't play too much over there. It's not good. Stay away from the East Coast, man. Stay on the West, Midwest, South side, South. Don't go too much to Florida because you're not gonna get load coming back. It's rare that you get load coming back from Florida. Alabama, all these places, hard to get load. From you go to Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas, and Arkansas, all these places, yeah, you could get load. But I was never lucky in I got a load in Tennessee. Michigan, I'm always lucky. Ohio, Indiana, Chicago, Wisconsin, and all these places I get load there. So Michigan, number one. Let me say Indiana, Michigan, Illinois, Iowa, and flatland. You want to stay on flatland when you're driving box trucks. It's good. It saves you a lot of headache, save you a lot of stress on your engine. And people don't tell you that, oh, I'm just gonna make that money. Don't think the truck just gonna work. It's like you riding a horse and you climbing the hill and speeding. You think that horse not gonna run out of breath? Think about it. Even you yourself, you running up the hill. Think about it. So these things are machine, but they wear out. So you beating this truck up and they're doing 40, 30 miles on this hill. You can see the truck is stressing out. You don't want to do that. Stay in the Midwest if you're in the Midwest. If you're somebody from the East Coast, enjoy your East Coast life. But if you're somebody in the Midwest, stay in the Midwest. It's safe for your truck. It's better for your truck. So stay tuned. Keep box trucking. I love box truck more than semi. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love to have the space that the semi got though. The cab and all that stuff on there. I love it. I wish the box truck had all that, Oh yeah, some box trucks do. Nah, but not the 26 one without a CDL thing. So I would love to have the 26-foot box truck with an extra seat in the back. I can use that as a bed. Take everything out, put my microwave, put my refrigerator, put everything, and just hit the road. Maybe later on in the future, that's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get that, maybe. But I don't want to do this too long. I want to do this for 2 years and I'm done with it. And put a lot of people to work, if I make it easier for people. And, make maybe few pennies off of it, here and there. But, hey, the box truck is a promising industry. It's very good. I don't know how long it's going to last with all these automatic trucks. I don't think it's ever going to take over anytime soon. So if you box trucking, holla at your boy. I'm going to hook you up. I can hook you up with some dispatch if you want them to, for a small fee. Have a good day.